Hello, I'm Luke Torix and welcome to part 2 of my Bad Economy Challenge on Rome Total War. This is the challenge, of course, where I try to restrict economic growth as much as possible by lowering taxes, getting rid of buildings like traders which make me money, and basically not trading with anyone at all like any other factions, restricting economic growth as much as possible. And as you can see already, we are in debt. We were in debt from pretty much the second turn, minus 1,347 denarii to be specific, but the only way really viably we can make money is by taking settlements, and we are about to take, hopefully this episode, Vicus Gothai, which is under siege, and Lovasi, which is also under siege. They won't be as easy as it looks though, even though they're small rebel settlements, purely because we haven't got a lot of force. The majority of the force went over here last episode and fought the Britons outside of Samora Breva. And it was a heroic victory, as you can see from the map there, site of famous battle. So we're doing a pretty good job taking the rebel territory. We are going to start moving south though, because we need to take as much territory as possible, pretty much. So I think let's have a look at the situation over here. So Vicus Gothai, first of all, we have this settlement here. We can go and take it, but I seem to remember that it's not really in our favour yet. So we have Vanius, which is this guy here, and then Captain Etrelius, who is a single unit of warband, I believe, against Captain Hanavaldi. Now, 2 unit of warband, they're pretty terrible. Their warbands aren't very good, and a unit of barbarian cavalry isn't that good either, but they do have the men on us, and I just slightly worry. I don't know, I think we should be able to be fine. We do have this guy coming over though, so we might as well, I don't know, we might wait for him to come over, because remember we can't retrain units, so because we haven't got enough money at the moment. So if we lose men unnecessarily, that's it, they're gone for the time being. We have to deal without them. Now as for Lovasi, Lovasi has very similar actually, in fact exactly the same. That's odd. Exactly the same. Well, that is pretty weird. Yes, a 2 unit of warband and a unit of barbarian cavalry, and Arminius has 2 unit of warband, unit of barbarian cavalry, so pretty much the same, but ours is of course phalanx warband, and himself, the faction leader. So we should be fine out in Lovasi, but let's have a look. The balance of power is in our favour. So I would say, first of all, let's go and take Lovasi, as that looks like the easier of the 2 settlements to take, and then we'll go over and take Vicus Gothai up there, hopefully as well. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. I'm just slightly concerned about that one. We might wait a turn, we might not. I'll sort of see how things go. But first of all, let's go and take Lovasi off the rebels. This should be relatively straightforward, but you never know with Rome Total War. Right, here we are, and it's very snowy, so I might wait just a little bit. There we go, that's a lot better. Okay, we'll start the deployment, just because, couldn't really see what was going on. This is much, much better indeed. Now, the plan. Well, I'd like to surround them with 2 units of phalanx warband. That would be pretty cool. If phalanx from both sides, particularly into their barbarian cavalry, would be good. And then we get a nice cavalry charge around the back. That's what I'm kind of thinking. So, in which case, what we want is a unit of phalanx warband to come through here, a unit to come through this side, going in that direction, and then probably the 2 units of cavalry to come from the far side. We'll see how this works. I'm not entirely sure how this will go, but we'll sort of play it by ear. So we'll have the 2 units of cavalry, which are going to be working in tandem over in this direction. And yeah, they're going to go towards this entrance of the village. It's only a very small area of the map, so it shouldn't, it shouldn't tire them out too much. And then this unit of phalanx will take a while to actually make it to the plaza. Is there actually an entrance over this side? Possibly not. There's an entrance over... Yeah, there is an entrance over here. It's just not very visible. So yeah, you guys can come over around here, like so, into your phalanx. Might make you a little bit less spread out, more compact, that's good. And then this unit can come over from the other side, and we can try and trap them in 3 different directions. They should collapse relatively quickly. That is the plan anyway. So, like so. So there we go. All the units are deployed. Start the battle. And then basically we want to just move everyone into position. So this phalanx can go... Oh, don't attack anyone. This phalanx can go here, but don't actually step onto the plaza. This phalanx needs to go... We can't quite see from this distance. Around here. I don't think you can... That's interesting. I don't think you can quite... Here we go. We'll just move them like that for the second. And the 2 units of cavalry can sort of head in this direction. It's going to take a while for these guys to actually walk into position, so I'll speed up a bit. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this unit of phalanx actually enter from this direction. They're going to come over, just try and fit through there for a second. And I'm actually going to have this cavalry come over from the third entrance. There's 3 entrances into the plaza. If we surround them like this, they're all meshed up. Oh, pause. Blimey, right? Didn't expect that, but barbarian cavalry, they have charged into a phalanx, which shouldn't be that good for them. They should die relatively quickly. We'll slow it down, though. They're going to surely suffer. I mean, already quite a lot of them have died. Steady. They're going to go down really quickly. Shaken. Only one of us has died. Wavering. Well, that was really stupid of the AI. Completely just wasted all their cavalry. I'm surprised they haven't broken yet. It's commendable. Nobody else has charged as of yet. Right, I was about to move these guys over here, but obviously I got distracted by the fact that our phalanx got charged. Well, they just completely destroyed one unit. Like, that's a complete waste. Then we killed their captain incidentally as well, which is pretty good. Captain Motius. Pretty cool. Probably not how you say it, but whatever. Now, we'll have this unit of phalanx here, but don't actually step onto the plaza. We don't want them to charge us yet. The cavalry, yeah, that's fine. And then this unit of phalanx can go here. And yeah, we're just going to trap them, pretty much. Oh, they've gone in for a second charge and died instantly. Well, there we go. All their cavalry is gone. What a waste. What an absolute waste. But not my problem. I'm going to get the cavalry to actually run, because it's taken a while. Okay, this unit cavalry went round the wrong way. Very stupid. Luckily, I noticed that just in time. Cool, that was close. Now, I'd rather my general not get too much involved, but, you know, he can get a little bit involved. You guys just walk around here quickly. Final phalanx is moving forward, and we can, yeah, just start churning them. You need to get into a phalanx, lads. Your spears aren't down, I notice. Okay, there we go. Putting them in and out of phalanx formation seemed to fix that. The same with you guys. Are you actually going to go into phalanx, or... There we go. Okay. I think now is probably the time we do this. So, pause quickly. Right, how many units are there? There's 2 units. But just you get into this unit. You get into this unit. And then these 2 will charge in a second. Not quite yet. When the 2 phalanxes actually make contact with the rebels, then they can charge. And we'll get the general to the back using the war cry. So, general to the back. Stop. These guys need to be a little bit quicker. I don't want the general charging until both units of phalanx are in there. Okay, cavalry charge now. There we go. There we go. Solid cavalry charge. Let's see how this goes. They should be getting churned up pretty quickly. Okay, the cavalry charge didn't do as well as I thought it would. I'm going to get the cavalry out and they can do a second charge. But it's going relatively well still. Get out there, lads. Get out there. Come on. How many of us have died? Right, we've killed a ton of them still. So you 2 both attack. You 2 get another charge in. It's not the best angle to charge at. It's narrow streets. It isn't working particularly in our favour. It should be fine though. They're going down pretty quickly. I'm going to... Yeah, not the greatest charge ever, I'll admit. Okay, I'm going to get the cavalry out. They're not really doing that great a job. We can speed this up. I think we've pretty much won this now. It's safe to say. Indeed. There we go. There we go. That was a pretty solid battle. 295 kills to 28. Yeah, you know what? I'll take that. That's a pretty solid victory. And that means Lovacy is ours. So, another settlement, of course, which is good. It's good indeed. It means more tax revenue at the very least. And we might get a little tiny bit of money from looting it. Probably like literally like 5 denarii. Let's have a look. Oh, 4 denarii. Okay, that was better than I thought. Or we could just enslave them. No, we'll occupy the settlement. That's fine. Okay, there's no buildings in Lovacy, so there seems to be nothing that needs to be destroyed here, which is good. But what we do need to do, of course, is lower the tax rate as much as possible. Now we've got Lovacy, what is the finances looking like? Let's have a look. We are expected to make 49 denarii. Brilliant. Okay, first turn we've actually made money, I think, which is pretty good. Yeah, so we projected... Oh, but we're... Oh, who knows? Oh, no, we're projected to be in the positive, I think that's saying. Who knows? You know what? I'll just leave it for next turn, that's fine. But yeah, and somebody's retinue expands pretty good indeed. Now, Vicusgoth I'm slightly concerned about because it's exactly the same inside that what we just fought. I reckon we could take it, but we might as well just wait for this general. Then we can have this unit of phalanx into one side and then 2 generals around the other side. So I'm going to get him to join Vanius. It's going to take him 2 turns? Really? Really going to take you that long? Or just one? Right, you just take 1 turn. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it until next turn to take Vicusgoth, just because I don't want to take too many losses. But, do we have any spies? We have 1 spy over in France, and we don't have any more spies, do we? Because we need to start moving from Lovacy down south, preferably, to the next rebel settlement. So I want to move some troops outside of Lovacy, but I don't want to leave it too vulnerable either. So are there any troops from here? Could you move a unit of phalanx over? There's 2 units of phalanx over here. Probably one of them should head over to Lovacy. It's going to take about 4 turns though, because they're slow as hell, but you know, you've got to do that really. Yeah, I'm going to move 2 units of Spear Warband and the General out of Lovacy next turn. They haven't got any more movement points, it seems, which is odd. I would have thought they did, but okay, they don't apparently, so that's fine. Yeah, that's what we'll do. And we'll start moving sort of in this direction over here towards the north of Italy, which is pretty exciting. Now, the situation over in France. There is still this relatively big British army around, which is annoying. It's annoying indeed. We have this army here, which is a bit depleted as well, which is, again, slightly concerning. And I don't know where to move next, because we are allied with the Gauls. And I don't want to move on. I don't want to move against the Gauls. I'd probably like to start moving these guys south towards the Julii. We haven't got any way of getting to Britain because we haven't got any boats, so that's pretty irrelevant. But I don't want to leave this settlement too vulnerable. We do have 2 units of phalanx that are coming over though, which is good. So what I'll probably do, I'll bring one of my generals, this guy. I'll bring the strong unit of Spear Warband. I'll bring a unit of skirmishers that's got a bit of experience. And I'll bring another phalanx. Those 4 guys are going to start heading, not into Gaelic territory. They're going to start heading south and join the sort of effort in the north of Italy. Like so. So you start doing that. And then you're going to be joined by these 2. So this settlement should be relatively safe for the meantime, which is good. This is our spy. Kind of want him to keep an eye on the British. That was probably a good idea. And is this our diplomat? He's our diplomat. Well, we can... I don't know who we really want to talk to because we can't have trade rights, but we can sort of talk to some other diplomats to get map information, I suppose. Yeah, these are the Gauls. Have we not got map information of the Gauls, by the way? Surely we have map information. Oh, okay, they didn't... Right, okay. Apparently they're not willing to do map information. Fine. I think that's all we can do because we can't recruit, obviously, because we're in debt. And I don't want to take Vicusgoth quite this turn. I want to take it the next turn. There's no units that need to be moved. Any settlements, literally every settlement is being guarded by like a single unit. Dama probably can move a unit down. Probably these guys... Oh, right, okay. Probably these women actually can head over to Lovacy as well, because that settlement I'm worried a little bit about. Bear in mind the Dacians are sort of around that area, so slightly concerning. That can be said. But yeah, I'm going to end the turn, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully, nothing too much. But yeah, it's going relatively well so far, I'd say. It'll be interesting to see what our money is at the end of this turn. Okay, end of turn. And the Gauls were moving around. The British moved around very slightly, and we've been attacked. Oh, this is interesting. This is interesting indeed. So, Vicusgoth, they decided to sally forth against us anyway, which I would say probably does work to our advantage because they have infinite morale on the plaza, whereas they don't if they sally forth. 2 units of warband and a unit of cavalry. I think we can do a pretty decent job, I would say. It's a shame this guy couldn't get over in time. We'll see how this goes. I reckon we've got a pretty solid job, hopefully. Okay, pause quickly because we have no time to prepare. Reinforcements have arrived, yep, good. But the reinforcements are ages away. That phalanx is all the way over here, which is very annoying. Oh my goodness, yep. Okay, they're literally never ever going to get here on time. What I'm going to do, this unit of cavalry cannot take on all that on its own. Look at the distance between our two units. Very frustrating. There's no way he's going to be able to take out 2 units of warband and a unit of barbarian cavalry. He might as well run towards the spear warband. That's what he might as well do. So what we'll do, get on a high bit like here. I tell you what, run in this direction, and you come over here. Now we'll speed this up a little bit. He's going to be chased by everyone, which is fine. I want to bait them into my phalanx, which would be nice. So I tell you what, stop. Where's the phalanx? The phalanx is here. Okay, phalanx, get along here like that in a nice line, and I want the general to run behind the phalanx and hopefully bait the barbarian cavalry into the phalanx. The barbarian cavalry might be able to catch us up though, because I think they're light cavalry and we're heavy. So possibly they are faster than us. At the moment we seem to be doing alright. But yeah, they are light cavalry, so slightly concerning. Okay, they seem to be like half pursuing, which is fine by me. This is going to take a little while though. Okay, they're going in a wedge formation, which is an interesting decision from them. What I'm going to do, get the general to quickly divert around the back of the phalanx. And then hide behind the phalanx, and hopefully they run into my spears. Then that's one unit that's gone already. So let's hope they take the bait. Speed up slightly. They're running at an angle which is not particularly good for me. I want them to... I mean, what's really going on, lads? Do you want to... Come on, we're here. It's just a matter of trying to bait them into the phalanx. I could get the phalanx to attack, or... Okay, they've sort of attacked the phalanx at a horrible angle, which is very annoying. Yeah, they've done quite a bit of damage to the phalanx, purely because of the angle they attacked at. And their captain is killed though, and they are now routing. Okay, we took a few more losses than I wanted to there, but at least their captain is down, which is good, I suppose. General, try and chase the barbarian cavalry around. Down, rather. And the spear warband needs to start making their way to the plaza. It's going to take them a million years to get out of phalanx for a moment and start walking in this direction. This is very amusing. He's literally like a metre away from us, but we can't quite catch him up. How odd. Okay, there we go. We finally got him. Okay, we're just going to chill here for a bit. The phalanx needs to start making its way over towards the barbarian peasants or whatever. Wait, where are the... Oh! The peasants have made their way over to the phalanx. Fine. In which case, get into phalanx, of course, and then get on a nice bit of high ground like this. I don't know if you're going to be able to do that in time. Okay, just go here in phalanx, and we actually need the general to come up the rear. So the general needs to start running back this way now. Fascinating. Okay, yeah, the peasants were making their way to my warband anyway, it seems. Right, I'll enter into phalanx apart from 2 people who have decided they're not going to bother, which, you know, is interesting. In fact, they're going to try and walk into their own spears. Oh, that guy's just got impaled. That is quite impressive. He has literally been impaled several times, but it doesn't matter. Well, good for them. Right, general needs to start moving this direction. Get around the back of the peasants. Don't go too close to them. We don't want to bait them away, though. We want them to walk into the phalanx. Okay, general, move a little bit forward now. Here we go. They're going to do it. This will be interesting to see. They're already shaken. Right, we'll hit them. Guys, get into the back of the warband now. General can rally, so he's in the back. One unit's already routed, which is good. Now focus on the unit that... Yeah, but, right, there we go. That was actually pretty good. Oh, I clicked continue the battle. Right, I didn't actually mean to do that, but we'll end the battle in a second before they get to the plaza. Both of you attack as many... Just get as much experience as you can. Would be cool. Particularly for the general, if you can get all of those guys down, which you actually might be able to do. Stop. You need to get these guys down now. Yeah, that was pretty good. I'm happy with that victory. Actually worked out better than us attacking them anyway. Them sallying forth was to their detriment. And there we go. Clear victory. 295 kills to 13. That was pretty solid. And we didn't even need that third unit. So, yeah, that was because they didn't have infinite morale. They broke straight away because they walked into a phalanx, which isn't really that great for them. So, Vickers Gothai is now ours. A whole 59 denarii. I'm going to enslave these guys, actually. Because why not? Now, Arminius, well, we need all the generals we can get, I would say, and he's only 29. Yeah, we'll take that guy. He looks all right. End of turn report. Right, we're actually in the positive, which is amazing. I don't know how we've managed to do what I do. It's because where was our income from? Farming, which, you know, we have got a little bit of farming infrastructure, a little bit of trade, and a little bit of taxes. It's because we're starting to gain more settlements, but we haven't got a lot of troops, so we're actually making a profit at the moment, which is pretty good. Everyone's at war with Carthage, which is fair enough. And then, yeah, 2 people there. Now, first thing we need to do, before I forget, is sort out Vickers Gothai, so it complies with the rules. So, low tax rate, and it has no buildings that... Does this have a benefit to trade? No, it doesn't, so that's fine. That can stay. Alright, so we now have 1,670 denarii, but we need to spend it carefully because, you know, we don't want to waste it. Now, Vickers Gothai has an army currently of just the general. Well, he can probably move down south. We have a unit of warband, and we have this guy here. I'd like, ideally, for all 3 of them to move south, but we need someone in Vickers Gothai to actually defend it, just like 1 unit. There aren't enough people in the settlement for barbarian peasants. I probably shouldn't have enslaved the people then. Yeah, and it's only 150 denarii. It's what I wanted. Screeching women have an upkeep of 130. Peasants only have an upkeep of 100. I really wanted to get peasants there. So what I might do, get peasants in Vickers Marconmai, like so, and then we can move them up to Vickers Gothai. Or we could just move this phalanx up towards Vickers Gothai for a turn either. You know, either way it works pretty well. So anyway, these guys need to start moving south, I would say, because I don't want to, there's a rebel settlement around here. I don't want to take it though because it's too close to Scythia. I don't want war with them really. I want to start moving, concentrating all my troops down south towards the Julii, because that is going to be a challenge for sure. So, General, just move here for a second. This unit can join. And this unit can join. So now we have a mini army. Mercenaries aren't a good way to spend the money, but these guys are going to head down south. They're going to start heading down south indeed. So that's going to be their plan. Vickers Gothai technically hasn't got anyone in it for the moment. It'll be fine. There'll be people there soon, hopefully. And yeah, you're going to head towards Lovesey as well. Okay. But yeah, we do have 1,520 denarii, which we can probably spend. What are you doing? You're heading towards Lovesey. Okay, fine. Yep. Preparing for a potential Germanian attack. Now, there's a couple of other units. So you're going into there. Fine, you do that. And that settlement's relatively well defended. I think retraining units would be quite a good use of my money, but we'll have to see. I know that I was told this in the comments last episode that Phalanx Warband are quite expensive. 200 upkeep. So don't want to be recruiting too many of them because, yeah, they are quite expensive. But I would say probably it's best to start moving just down south in general towards the Julii. Would probably be the best idea. We have this army which is going to move down to there. And we have another army in Lovesey which is going to start moving down in this direction as well. Probably towards like Segestica or is it Uvavum? This region around here? I don't know. Yep, so Lovesey, I don't want to leave it undefended for one turn really. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave 1 barbarian cavalry in there. But the phalanx and the 2 warlords can start heading south in this direction. And we can't find the rebel settlement, but we'll just move in that direction generally. That's fine. Indeed. And then this army can start moving south as well, because there isn't really a lot more for us around this region. We need to start moving towards the Julii, so start moving south. We did go through... Yeah, I didn't mean to... I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. We're still allies. Okay, it's fine. Didn't mean to move through Gaelic territory. I did accidentally. I meant to move around it, but we're not in their territory anymore, so they should be okay, hopefully. Yeah. So I think really the matter is, well, what are we going to spend our money on? What are we predicted to have by the end of this turn? 1,670. So, oh no, projected 3,916. Despite all this economic hardship, we're actually expected to make money because we haven't got a lot of troops. So there we go. That's interesting. Well, we should really start recruiting in some regions, particularly Lovesey probably, to get troops south towards the Julii. That would be pretty good. So Lovesey, you can. Oh, they haven't even got a warrior's hold. Right, blimey. You know what? I'm going to work out what I want to spend the money on, and I'll summarise it for you in a second. Right, so what I've done so far is repair buildings that have been broken, like the palisades and stuff, and I've also retrained troops. But what my plan is, I want to start moving the warband south, which means they need to be replaced by like peasants. That's probably what I'm going to spend most of my money on, because I want to start moving the warband south, as I said. So, yeah, you start moving south, and then this settlement's going to be unhappy. So what we need to do is we need to get a peasant, just so they don't, well, A, they don't riot, and B, there's actually something in the city to stop anyone just walking in if they wanted to. So, for example, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Trier, the same. Oh no, that's only Screeching Women, so they can stay where they are because they're, you know, yeah, they're not the best fighters. You can start moving down south as well. That's going to take you ages, but you just start moving down south, and again, this settlement can have peasants. So that's basically what I'm going to do with the rest of the money, is start replacing warband with peasants in these settlements. I'm going to get a palisade probably for this settlement as well, because it looks a little bit vulnerable currently. But yeah, we've already pretty much run out of money, which is pretty decent indeed. Okay, money has been spent, I believe, everywhere, which is, I'm slightly worried about this settlement though. There are a lot of British here. Is there anything we can, it's the only barbarians we can recruit. Unit of warband we can't currently afford, so, you know, we'll have to just deal with that. But yeah, we've spent all the money, so I think that's pretty much all we can do this turn. We can start moving south, or continue moving south, and we'll see if we can find any rebel settlements or any Julii that we can pick a fight with, basically. If at any point I feel like I desperately need to, there are mercenaries available, but not the best use of money. I am fully aware of that. Okay, let's end the turn. Okay, end turn. And what is going to go on? The Gauls are moving around, that's fine, they're our allies. The Julii want trade rights. Unfortunately, can't do that. That is against the rules. But I would like to swap map information if you are willing to do so. But yeah, unfortunately, trade rights we cannot do. Normally I'd accept that, of course. But we have got a little bit of map information, which is nice, I suppose. That's fine indeed.
Ready to ambush.
A Dacian talking to us, unless he's trying to bribe us, which is possible. They want trade rights and map information. Again, don't want trade rights, but I will offer you map information. I'm very happy to do that deal. Yep, and they're happy with that as well. So we can now see a bit of Scythia and Thrace, only a tiny bit. And we can see, of course, a bit of Dacia as well. Right. We're in the money. To be fair, the money situation isn't too bad, because we basically don't have an army. Or we have very small armies indeed. But yeah, we are actually making money at the moment, which is odd. That's for sure. Still not the same rate I would be normally at this point of the campaign, but whatever. War declared between Parthian and the Seleucids. Not really my business, that's fine. So, British are just sort of hanging around there, which is fine. I'd rather them attack the Gauls. I'd be quite happy if they attacked the Gauls. Dacians taken this settlement. Is it a Quincum? No, Campus Lazages. Okay, so that's fine. In fact, I should have offered the Dacians an alliance. That was a big mistake. I should have offered the Dacians an alliance. And talking about that, I would like to start recruiting diplomats and stuff, but there's just nowhere we can. It's all villages, so yeah, well, whatever. You can start moving south. You can go into Lovesey this turn. You are heading south into Lovesey. You're heading in this direction. Actually, no, you heading towards this direction, like so. Yeah, everyone's moving around basically. You're heading down south. It's going to take you a while to do that. You're heading. Oh, you're meant to be joining this. Right, flipping out, this is complicated. Okay, you're meant to be going down south. You're meant to be going down south as well. So yeah. And then you are trying to find the next rebel settlement. Now I can see this settlement here is rebel. Is it Massilia or is it Lugdunum? Lugdunum I think is around here. The Gauls don't seem to have taken it, and probably not Massilia as well. The Julii might have taken that though. So what I'm going to do, step into this territory here, just to see what we can see basically. I'm going to head round this direction. No settlement can be seen. Our diplomat is here though. I would like him heading towards this kind of region, because I'd like to talk to the Dacians at some point. So you head round here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, They couldn't find anything, unfortunately. Can you find anything, though? Can you find Lava Sea or... No, we've already found Lava Sea. What am I talking about? Can we find... Uvavum? Is that it? Yes, there we go. Uvavum. 4 units garrison, though. So, decent sized little force. You know, but we have the heavy cavalry. We have the good warband. We should be fine in Uvavum. And I would quite like to take Sagestica as well at some point. That would be really awesome. We could do that. So, yeah. Again, probably not a lot we can do because it's a matter of just moving troops. Quite a large area we've conquered, and it means we're trying to get troops down as much as we can. But of course, we do have a bit of money to spend, which I will spend, and then we'll end the turn. I really would like to get a port, but the thing is, we can't buy a port because it helps the trade. So we can't attack Britain, which is really annoying, but the rules are the rules, I'm afraid. I genuinely don't have an urge to spend anything. Like, there isn't anything I can particularly see that I need. Normally I'd be spending money on traders and markets and roads, but the public order's okay because low tax rates. We don't need a lot of garrison because settlements like Bordersholm, and who's going to attack Bordersholm at this stage? Like, nobody really. There isn't a lot we can do. It's more just moving armies around and trying to take the rebel settlements. So I'm going to advance it another turn because there isn't anything I can do. I don't want to spend the money. We might as well save it while we have it, and then if we really need it, like I said, when it gets attacked, then I can start recruiting. So I'm going to sort of save up for a rainy day, essentially. So I think what we'll do is we'll end a turn, and we'll see what happens. Okay, Romans aren't doing a lot. I'd be very happy for some diplomats to talk to me. I have recruited a diplomat, I believe, somewhere. I've forgotten where now, which is pretty bad of me. The British want to talk. Ceasefire. Yep, I'm very happy to do that. I'm very happy to do that. That's fine by me. And also, if you want to trade map information, you're more than welcome to as well. No, I don't want trade. I want map information. Sorry. Can't have trade. Thank you. Right, there we go. Yeah, that's fine. So now we have a bit of map. It's pretty obvious where the Britain is, but, you know, just in case, it's nice to fill up the map anyway. And here we are. Okay. End of turn report. Construction of a couple of buildings is complete. Mostly, as I say, just walls and stuff. Agent recruited. Where was that then? Over here. Right, okay, so we need to get him. I want him to... Okay, thank you, we know. I want to get him talking to the... Well, there's a Spaniard here? Nope, Senate Army. Senate Army, Senate Diplomat. Well, you can talk to the Senate first, you might as well. And have a bit of map information with you. No. 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 Just no. Right. Counter offer. I don't want trade rights. I don't want to give you money. I'll give you the map information. Map information for 480 denarii. I haven't got a lot of denarii. What I'll do is I'll say 200 max. So a single payment of 200 denarii is the maximum I'm willing to spend for their map information. Bear in mind they probably haven't got a lot of map information anyway, and they accept it. So now we know where Rome is, just in case anyone was unsure. Yeah, it was a complete waste of money, but whatever. Right, who are you? You're British. We've already spoken to you. Let's move in this direction. There's a couple of diplomats over there I'd like to speak to. The Gauls I'm not bothered about. I'm more bothered about the Dacians. If we can get an alliance with them, of course, that's what I want. Ceasefire between us and Britain probably won't last for too long, but just for a little while, that's pretty nice. And you can go over and attack Uvavum. Now, don't know, I wonder what's actually in there, but it can't be anything that amazing. We've probably got the better force. Illyrians are very expensive, not on the upkeep really, but on the initial cost of them. It's quite a lot of money, like more than a phalanx, so there's no point. I would say just besiege Uvavum, and we're going to have to build a couple of rams anyway, so that should be fine. That's going to take 2 turns to do 2 rams. Okay, well, you've got Naked Fanatics. They're pretty decent. Naked Fanatics are decent. Peasants are terrible. Warband are pretty terrible. We should be fine, but the Naked Fanatics slightly concerning. But hopefully you can join us. How it's going to take you 2 turns to join us. Really? Ah, that's annoying. Okay, well, we'll see. You might be able to get to us in time. Right, so our diplomat can start moving in this direction. Like so. And then let's see if we can find this rebel settlement. Lugdunum, I think, sounds right. So start heading over here. Here we go, Lugdunum. What has it got? 3 units of garrison. What have we got? I've forgotten now. We have 4 units and probably way superior as well. Don't want any of those. So what we'll probably do, we'll take Lugdunum, and then we'll probably end the episode on that high note, I would say. Bear in mind, it's got... Oh, no, it has got walls. Okay, fair enough. Well, we can get a ram, and we can take that next turn. So we'll probably end the episode on taking Lugdunum. I think that's a pretty good idea, indeed. Now, again, recruitment, there isn't a lot I want to recruit. I mean, once we start taking settlements in the south, we'll start recruiting from those settlements. But at the moment, I'm not particularly bothered about recruiting. It's just there's nothing I feel like I need. There aren't any buildings that I can build in a lot of the places. It's just a matter of moving the troops around, and we're doing a pretty good job of that anyway. So, I mean, I would say we might as well end the turn. There isn't anything I want. It's funny now. I've remembered something. I nearly forgot. Now we're in the positive. We're actually meant to give away 400 denarii to another faction because, long story short, we got rid of some buildings and that gave us money, 400 worth of denarii. We got rid of buildings like traders and markets. And of course, it's against the rules to profit from anything where you can avoid it. So, although I had to destroy the trader and the market, I got money out of it, 400 denarii worth. So now I need to get rid of 400 denarii because of that. So, have we got a diplomat? We haven't, right. Next turn, we'll get a diplomat to give a faction 400 denarii. That's fine. But yeah, I think we'll end the turn. And then we'll probably end the episode taking Lugdunum. And then next time we can go and take Juvavum. Probably with the help of these reinforcements. I don't know. But yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, so I believe at the moment we're not at war with anyone because we've just been taking rebel settlements and we have a ceasefire with the British. The Gauls are talking. Well, you want trade? Yeah. Lads, I know you want trade, but we can't. I'm sorry. We're going to decline that proposal, but I'd like to offer you a gift, but for some reason we can't. So what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to give you some money. 400 denarii. You're our allies, so you should be happy with that. So, single payment of 400 denarii, because that's how much we are in debt. I'm just going to offer that to our allies, for the reasons I explained a minute ago. They should accept that. Nothing in return. Don't want anything in return. Fine, we'll give it to another faction then. And you just... Right, the British have attacked. Now I want to spend money. Interesting, okay. That should be fine if we start recruiting some phalanx over there. But yeah, what is this army then? Couple of units, 6 units? What have we got in there? 6 units of our own. Okay, and we have the defensive advantage. We'll recruit a spear warband. You know, we'll need as much as we can against these guys. But yeah, that should be fine. And of course, yeah, we are now at war with Britain. That ceasefire didn't exactly last very long, but whatever. End of term report, we're actually making money, which is very odd, but it's fine by me. Now, I think we should go and take Lugdunum, because we can do that relatively easily. Assault Lugdunum. And there we go. What have they got then? They've got 2 units of warband and a unit of barbarian cavalry. Where have I seen that before? Okay, we'll go and take Lugdunum, and then we'll probably call that an episode right there. Okay, here we are. I think one of the first settlements that we're going to take with walls, which is interesting. So we're going to go up to the front gate. I'd rather the skirmishers not be holding the ram, incidentally. Get away from the ram. In fact, I'd rather you hold the ram. Oh, can you not? Because you're phalanx. If you get out of phalanx, can you now hold the ram? Yes, you can. Okay, good. So yeah, you get to the gate. Because I want the skirmishers to fight inside the city rather than hold the ram, basically. You head over here, and the general should head over here. It should be relatively simple. Start the battle. You head towards the gate. Skirmishers sort of go here and try and hit as many of them as possible. You just head in behind, and then the general can just chill over here. Here we go. They've run away, so we probably won't be able to hit any of them with the skirmishers, which is a shame. Hopefully they come to the gate once we sort of make it active, but they probably won't, to be fair. It's alright though. Oh no, they are coming over. Thought they might. So we should be hitting them now. Yep, there we go. We should be hitting the warband with a few javelins indeed. Okay, so they're just running backwards and forwards, which is fine by me. They can run backwards and forwards and get killed all day, that's fine. But now they are probably retreating to the plaza. We've already killed 13% of them. That's a pretty solid number. Okay, phalanxes. I don't know, what's the plural for phalanx? Somebody probably knows. Enter the city, and you enter the city as well. So yeah, everyone into the city. Or I say city, it literally is like a village, but whatever. Okay, they're coming over, fine. Pause. You want to come over? Fine by me. Phalanx, like that, as quick as you can. Oh, you need to get into phalanx mode first.
Run with blood.
Like this, in phalanx, quick. You guys do the same. Speed up slightly. Right, you need to get your spears down quickly, lads. Quickly. Right, they didn't quite get their spears down in time, which is a bit annoying. Okay, they have now, which is good. They should crumble really quickly, yeah. Yeah, they crumbled pretty quick. They did not last long. Fine. Right. As for you guys, I mean, unless you want to be stupid and charge as well, which you're more than welcome to do, of course. The phalanx, I don't know, what's the plural for phalanx? Somebody will definitely know that, I hope. Yeah, you start moving in this direction. Skirmishers, you're out of javelins, so you're probably not going to be useful anymore. You can just sort of chill here, and the general can sort of head around here. In fact, you know, you can chase these guys off. Might as well. Speed that up slightly. Okay, stop now, stop. General needs to get back. He got a little bit overexcited. Get back down here. Get down here, lads. Don't get involved. I told you to not get involved. Come down here. You've lost one of your men. Now you're stupid. Okay. I mean, look. Come around here. If you want to charge into a phalanx, you're welcome. Lads, I'll lead you into a phalanx all day. Do you want to come round and charge into this phalanx? Come on. That's it. Charge into a phalanx. You have fun doing that. Are we in phalanx? No. No, we're not. Okay. That's not good, but we're still doing better than them anyway, so it shouldn't be too bad. Right, come around here quickly. Yeah, we weren't in phalanx, which is very annoying. We didn't get our spears down. So we're now fighting with daggers when we have massive spears, which makes no sense, and we're now dying very quickly, even though they're wavering. Right, get into them quickly. Okay, we took a lot of spear losses for no reason. That guy went absolutely flying as well. Okay, stop. Yeah, we took too many losses there because they didn't get their spears down. It happens, it's fine. Right, 2 units of spear warband. Come over here like this. In phalanx this time. You come round here. And actually you can come round here. Now we can afford to retrain troops. So start that very quickly. Okay, just don't run through the plaza. The idea was you went round that way. Oh dear. Oh dear, not very clever, are you? And the phalanx are taking absolutely ages. Right, their cavalry decided to charge our cavalry. They're not going to last very long, even if they have more. No, they don't even have more, so yeah, they'll crumble within seconds. There we go. And just stay here, lads. Just stay around here, please. Right, let's speed up a little bit. Oh, the general's taking a few hits by their cavalry again. Let's get away from us. Just die already. Come on. Okay, now get away. There we go. Right. Okay, this phalanx didn't do what it was told. Oh dear. They just didn't do what they were told. They just charged. Okay. General, get a good hit in. Yeah, that's annoying. We're going to take way too many losses. This unit of phalanx did a very bad job. In fact, the general is about to die. Right, get out there, get out there, get out there. Don't want the general to die. The general's done his bit. Not really, but he's... Right, we need to get on these warbands. We've taken too many losses here. Mainly because people didn't do what they were told. And like these guys, they never moved, did they? So, very disappointing. Speed up, though. We should be able to chunk our way through them pretty effectively. Particularly the second unit, which is actually in phalanx for once. Is managing to... Yeah, but we took too many losses. Way too many losses for my liking. But there we go. We have managed to take Lugdunum at least. Yeah, clear victory. I mean, we'll be able to retrain the troops, so it's not a disaster, and the general's bodyguard will recover over time anyway, so it's not too bad. And we have taken our third rebel settlement of the episode, which is pretty good. We're now advancing pretty well into southern France, I suppose. We will occupy the... No, we'll enslave. Enslave them this time. I think Massilia belongs to the Gauls, but we can't see. Is that Massilia? Nope, that's Mediolanum. Okay, well, whatever. We'll just see. I think... No, that's Rebel. I'm pretty sure... So we can go and get Massilia as well, which is nice. a nice bit of retinue, which is pretty good indeed. And we can retrain these troops. Like so. Recruit a peasant, because we're going to need someone to be there afterwards. Lower the tax rate. And... right, a trader, so we need to get rid of that. That's now 600 denarii we need to give away, which we'll do in a second. There's another 200. So, let's find a diplomat and give away some of our money. For nothing. Where has our diplomat gone? Here we go, I found him. Right. Ah, the Dacian disappeared. Where did the Dacian go? I wanted to speak to him anyway.
Yes, master.
That's annoying, the Dacian just left. So, well, you head in that direction. I need to give away the money, otherwise I have to do it next episode. It's a bit annoying. Where is my diplomat? I do have a diplomat here somewhere. Here he is. We found him eventually. Okay. I don't want to give it to the Romans. I don't want to give it to the Romans. I'll just try and give it to the Gauls again. So, single payment of 600 denarii this time you get. 600 denarii. That's probably quite a lot for you. So we're going to offer 600 denarii just as a gift. There we go. Yeah, there we go. We're not in debt anymore to the rules of the game. So, next time, we'll go and take you of them. These guys are coming in as backup. They might not be able to get over quite in time. Hopefully they can. Who knows? We'll see. He definitely won't be able to. Maybe this unit can. But yeah, we should be able to take you of them relatively simply. We'll continue moving south and then look towards Massilia and then probably Rome. Well, you know, the Romans, the Julii, relatively soon. So, because I don't want them to get too strong. But we've taken quite a large area of land, which is nice. I'm quite happy with that indeed. And of course, we are now in a positive balance of denarii, which is good as well. So, it's all working out pretty fine, I'd say, so far. But I'm sure there are many challenges to come later on, particularly when the Julii get involved, which will be interesting. So, thank you very much. Oh, of course, and the British have attacked us. So, you know, that's something to consider as well. You know, there's going to be a bit of trouble here as well. But I think we should be able to hold out. But that'll be something that will be interesting next episode as well. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you around.